afternoon. Welcome to Face to Face with Gerald and Regina. Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. We are happy to be here today. As I was coming here, I don't have no, y'all pray for me. I don't have no air conditioning in my car, so I was sweating bullets coming here. But God is still good all the time. All the time, God is good.
Yes.
Welcome to Face with Gerald and Regina, where we have different perspectives on real life issues with transparency. If you would like to contact us, please go to our Facebook page, Face to Face, and you can DM us. Also, if you want to do, we have another email. Do you want me to do it? glperson76 at glperson76 at gmail.com. And then also you can see us live every other Saturday. We normally put it on Facebook at 2:30 on Dallas on Air. And then also go to our YouTube channel, Face to Face. With Gerald and Regina. Please like, subscribe, and share, and then also comment. And then also today we're gonna have it where you can call in, and you'll see on the bottom. We got a good subject. We always have.
We got a real good topic, real good subject, real good topic, real good.
Yes. So, is it better to be single or married? Is it better to be single or married? So what I'm gonna do is, because if I come, they don't come out with scripture. We're gonna do scripture. Okay, so and then we just gonna go with the flow like we normally do. So First Corinthians 7, and it's 8, 9, and 10. Now to the unmarried, which is single.
That's right.
And the widows, single. I say it is good for them to stay unmarried, stay single, as I am. But there's a but.
But
if they cannot control themselves, they should marry. For it is better to marry than to burn with passion. For it is better to marry than to burn with passion. And then it says, to the married, I give this command, not I, but the Lord. A wife must not separate from her husband. And it goes down some more, So we're going to just focus on those. But is it better to be single or married? So, I know, I'm going to start off just a little bit. Then I'm gonna let out a little bit at a time. So, me and Gerald, we are divorced. We were once married. We're both divorced. I'm single.
Yes.
He's in a relationship. So I know for me, and then I'm gonna give it over to you. I know for me,
you good.
To me, right now, it's better for me to remain single.
Okay. We talk about everything else. We ain't talked about that, but okay.
No, for now, because right now I'm single. I mean, I was married. I can talk about being married, but I'm not married. I'm no longer married. So I know right now in my life, for me, and then my thing to the people out there, listen to us. We're being transparent. These are our opinions. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Get your own podcast.
I'm sorry.
But me now, single, would I like to get married in the future? Yes. That's something that I'm not pursuing because there's no one in my life. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I would like to, but I'm not desperate. And that's something that I'm not, I'm just not desperate. I mean, I'm really happy and content being single. So
yeah,
you can go ahead.
And I mean, some people are like that. Some people are like that. That they're happy with being single instead of being in a relationship. Perfectly fine. If that's your preference, nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. But the scripture says it's better to marry than burn. Now let's go a little bit further. When it says better to marry than burn, then you let me see, how can I say it? You're definitely,
because I'm gonna come right behind that.
Oh yeah, you're definitely going to have to be doing some heavy praying. Heavy praying. I'm not saying that you're going to have to be I'm not saying that you're going to have to be religious, because there's a certain thing in between religious and just having a relationship with God. That's another show. But what I am saying is you're going to have a relationship with God so you can keep your mind so you can keep your mind in your body. Because what I've found out is if you can keep your mind, your body will follow.
Exactly.
Your body will follow. But at the same time, I say if you're not willing to do those things, as I said in the video that I posted on Facebook, we're gonna keep it real as we possibly can without being respectful and with stuff like that. But you got to understand, if you're gonna be praying, you can't be masturbating at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real. If you're gonna be praying, you can't be masturbating at the same time. You can't be looking at pornography. You can't be going to strip clubs and stuff like that. Now here's the thing. Am I judging you? If that's what you want to do, by all means necessary. If you that strong, go for it. That's what you want to do. Yeah, that's your thing.
At the end of the day, God sees all and knows all. That's what I'm saying. You can your business. My thing is you can do it behind closed doors, but just think that God sees it. We can't see it.
We can't see that. I mean, you can get behind closed doors. You can get in your car, go in the bathroom, whatever you desire to do. That's between you and God. Yeah. But I say, however, you got to know this and understand this. Let me go a little bit deeper, because I can go pretty deep right here. But this is something that I used to struggle with. I can go pretty deep right there. When you start doing those things, you kind of open yourself up to other type of spirits. Yeah. You start opening yourself up to other types of demons and just spirits, so to speak. I'll keep it right there. Yeah. I don't want to get too deep. But at the same time, you have to be careful with stuff like that, so you don't open yourself up to nothing that you definitely don't want to have to try to get deliverance for. And so I say, and some stuff, like that, that's a very strong spirit to get delivered from. I'm talking about lust. Yeah. Lusting after the eye, lusting after the flesh. So again, as I said, if you're gonna be praying for God to keep your body and keep your mind, you're gonna have to be doing some fasting. You're gonna have to be doing like some certain things, certain people. You're just not gonna be able to talk to. You're just not gonna be able to deal with it, because they're gonna turn that freak on. Yeah. They're gonna pull that freak out of you. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. If that ain't, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. If that ain't what you want, I'm being real about it. But yet it's still, but I'm being respectful. Yes. Now when I'm up preaching behind the pulpit, I kind of bring it down a whole lot more. But on this podcast show, it's gonna be a little bit. It's a different flow from me. So with stuff like that, you definitely got to be careful, and you got to guard your spirit. Go ahead, Regina.
No, I mean, I understand. I mean, because I used to be married. It's like when you're used to being married for quite some time, you're used to having a partner, used to having a spouse, and when that's no longer there, it's kind of difficult. Yeah. Like I said, I know for me, I have no other choice. I mean, I'm single. I can't go out, and that's what some people do. That they go out and they look for hookups. I don't do that. Yeah, I don't look for hookups. No. Right now I'm celibate. Celibate. A lot of people don't like saying that too loud. Like it. But and I do understand the aspect of praying and fasting, because to me it is a self-control. It's all about self-control. I mean, right now I have the book that I'm working on, businesses. So it's like, I want to be in something, but no one has come. I'm really seeking God on the next person. I'm not trying to grab somebody just because Laquita, Ling Ling, and Marie got somebody. I'm not trying to be funny, because some people, they see people in relationships, and then different seasons bring out different things. People thinking, okay, it's gonna get cold. They always say winter is coming.
Winter is coming. I need somebody.
I need somebody. No, you don't. But I just know for me, it does take fasting and praying. But then, I mean, so like self-control also.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Because I'm thinking about, he wants us to be married, but if you're single, you just have to mortify the deeds of your flesh.
You better do something. You better do something, especially if you're used to getting it. You used to getting it, or you used to being,
That's very hard
if you used to just being active in that area.
especially
know.
when you're married.
Yeah, for real.
And then it's kind of taken away, and I hate to say that right
See, some
there.
people, y'all, I'm looking at these comments, y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. Y'all play it.
But yes, would I like to be married again? Of course, but it's right now there is nobody in my life, so I have to carry myself respectfully, because the way I'm looking at it also is I consider myself a mentor, and then a role model, so I have to carry myself a certain way.
Exactly.
And if I'm being single, I have to keep it real. I mean, yeah, there are times I'm like, dang, I want somebody to hold me like my ex. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's gonna lead to something that I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to nowadays. It's easy to hook up with anybody. With anybody.
With anybody. You don't have to know them.
You don't even have to know them. Just go on Craigslist.
You sure can get a date if that's all you want.
Craigslist got hookups.
They sure do.
Connection. Okay, don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
That's why I say y'all done got real saved. Now you saved and filled with all this other kind of Holy Ghost. And act like you don't know what we talking about. You done got super saved. Now you act like you don't know what we talking about. That's why I say y'all play too much.
But like you said, that if you can get it in the mind, if you can pray and then ask God I always say mortify the deeds of the flesh. I mean, the self-control is going to come. Yeah, there are times where I'm like, man, I want to hug. Man, I want to, but I can't, because I'm like the old school. I don't want to, my aunt Marie, I don't want to bust hell wide open. I really don't want to be caught off guard.
At the end of the day, I'm trying to live the saved best life as I possibly can.
Yeah.
I'm not religious. I'm not holier than thou. I'm trying to make it to heaven. For real. That's what I'm trying to do. Make it to heaven. And if I find somebody, I do. But if I find somebody, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's something wrong with dating. I mean, to me, it's just I take one person at a time. Some people are just dating multiple people. That's your thing. That's your thing. But I just know that we just have to keep it safe.
Got to.
Because there's a lot of sexually, I hate to say that, STDs. Now we got the monkeypox. And I've been going back and forth with people with this one, because when the CDC says that the only way that you can get it is through bodily fluids, how is that?
Exactly. How?
And I was reading in, and this is kind of a sidebar. I was reading in Dallas News, which I thought was interesting, okay, that 520 some odd people had it. Out of 520 some odd people, only 4 were women. So, and a couple of them were children, which gave me a big question mark.
Wow.
About 3 or 4 were children. So that means that it's almost like the AIDS epidemic, where it's basically they're saying, and I hate to put it out there that it's people that are gay, but the math is not mathing if it's more men that have it than women. So that means that there are men with men. That's what I was saying. Being single, you have to fast and pray, because you do not know. I don't care if it's Joe Schmo. I don't care if it's the deacon. I don't care if it's the minister. Just because they have a title doesn't mean anything.
It don't mean nothing.
It doesn't mean nothing, because we all are human, and our flesh gets in the way.
That's right, for real. And our mind get in the way. We want to call somebody. we want to text them and say, "Hey, what you doing?" And that's when you got to find yourself busy doing something. It's and I'm definitely not going to expose anybody, but it's several preachers that I know that struggle in this area right here that we're talking about. And part of this, y'all, what we saying, this is not even a part of our show. I'm just going to be honest with you. Some of it is, some of it ain't. But it's several preachers and pastors that I know, they struggle with this, because how I know, they come to me and they talk to me about it. They come to me and they share this stuff with me, and they talk to me about it, because they know they can confide in me, and they know that they can tell me stuff, and I'm not going to tell nobody. I'm not going to blast them. I'm not finna, man, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk to them, and if anything, try to talk them out of it before they go do something that they're going to regret.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, that's when you get like that, you definitely need somebody that you can call at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and say, hey man, I'm at this point, I feel like, da 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 da, or whatever it is, But We trying to. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to stick with the topic. But for some reason, I can't.
Well, yeah.
I ain't got
I know, you
you
know.
got it in me. But I mean, the topic is, is it better than is it better to be married, or is it better to be single? Is that it?
Yeah.
That's right. So I mean, it's a lot
Basically,
of times.
is it better to be single or is it better to be married?
Exactly. So it's a
So
lot
that's
of
why
times.
I gave the scripture.
Got you.
Yeah.
So let me deal with this. Let me say this. It's a lot of times you'll hear, and it's most of the times I hear women say this. I hear
Uh-oh.
women say this a lot, and I'm not, and hear me, I'm not women bashing or anything like that. I don't do that. As a matter of fact, my favorite preacher is a woman. I never met her before, but I don't women bash. But you know, it's a lot of times you hear a lot of women say, "I don't need no man. I just need Jesus." Well, let me tell you something. And let me help you from a spiritual standpoint. I'm gonna take a stab out of it, and I'm gonna get up out of it, and I'm gonna floor my gift a little bit. I might. So when you say stuff like that, I wish I had some smoke because I would show you what it looks like in the spirit. When you say stuff like that, it sends off a fragrance. It puts off a fragrance in the atmosphere, and a lot of women say that I don't need no man, I just need me and Jesus. And well, here's the thing: you keep professing that long enough, then that's all you gonna get, because at the end of the day, we all need somebody, but you need the right somebody.
Yeah.
You need the right somebody, and the thing about it is, that's like you're on the verge of ramping up and like almost getting too busy for a relationship. I mean, you got a lot going on. You got a lot going on. You finna have a couple of business endeavors.
Yeah, and I
So
don't mind making the time for the right person, but with the women, I find a lot of older church women saying that. I think it's small numbers of women saying that that they don't need a man, they need Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't think
I'm like,
it's an enormous amount of
I'm
women
like,
saying
come on,
that.
man. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm
But
like,
go
you
ahead.
don't want no man. I mean, and the thing about it is, what somebody like you would have to do, and what I had to do was I had to find somebody, and I mean this respectfully. I'm not definitely not pointing the finger at nobody. I had to find somebody that was on my level, and that I was there, or either more or less, I had to get on their level.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because sometimes you trying to meet somebody just because they fine and they pretty and they cute. He's handsome. He smell good. She looks good, and she got her thing working. And then when she walk, everything is looking good, and she hitting in them jeans, and all of
It
that
takes
type of
more
stuff.
than that.
It takes more than
The
that.
older you get, people, it
It
takes
does.
more than that.
It takes more than that. I'm here to tell you, I need that and then some. But first of all, I need to know, can you pray?
Yeah.
I need to know, can you pray? Do you have a relationship with God? Because if you don't have no relationship with God, and if I'm over here doing this, I promise you're not gonna be able to walk with me. You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to walk with me, because sometimes, I'm just gonna say it, I can be kind of hard to get along with sometimes.
You think?
I can be kind of hard to get along with sometimes, and I'm like, man, I might say something to you, and you be, and you be like, what? So, but I mean, but it's a lot of stuff that we say. Even men, say certain things. So, you have to be careful about the things that you say, because it'll send something off, an alert, or something in the atmosphere that it's like the enemy, he'll catch it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. It's like the enemy will catch it, and then when the right one come along, he'll say, here, take this. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. And
Yeah.
sometimes you have to be careful of the things that you say. And because I'm just a firm believer, you have what you say. And if you keep professing those things, that's all you're going to continue to get, is that right there. And again, I believe we all need somebody, but it has to be the right somebody. Now, come on, Regina, come on, fight me, because I know you want to fight me about something. Come on.
So now, but in defense of, and I hate to say this, okay, in defense, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. There is nothing wrong. I've been married twice. Okay, I still believe in the sanctity of marriage. I mean, but there are some people. Marriage is not for everybody.
It's not.
I understand what you're saying, but it's not for everybody.
It is not.
And I'm noticing that women. Wow, I think I've seen more women are choosing to be content single. And then you have a group of men just coming out of nowhere, just bashing. Why are you bashing them for that?
Why are you doing that?
If that's what they want, or even for a man, if that's what they want, where they wanted to remain, I'm gonna give you an example. My mom, after she divorced my dad remarried real quick. I love my parents. Rest in peace. They both passed away. But she never remarried, and I always wondered why. And she basically, and I was like, let me ask mommy why, because I was like, to me, I think that she's a great person, she'll make another great wife, and she basically told me that she is too old to be putting up with the nonsense that was out there. That's what she told me. She said she couldn't, and I understood, because my mom did not tolerate a lot of stuff, and her thing is my tolerance level for like games and stuff. Yeah. So she made a point to make, and she was a mother in the church too. She was made a point to just remain single. And this, oh my God, from I would say 50 on until she passed. Yeah, she was single. So my thing is, there is nothing wrong. There's also a stigma if women and men are choosing to remain single. I mean, to me, yeah, it's better to get married, but if that's the life that they're choosing, let them be. Don't bash them. But I noticed that I was reading something on a couple of things. I always look at either Facebook or YouTube, and these group of women, these women were young, and I'm like, I wonder what happened, you know, why they chose that, but that's on them, and they're just basically remaining single. They don't want a man in their life. They just, and their thing is, what's wrong with me being single? You know, so, but I didn't want anybody to get the wrong idea, because I mean, I love marriage. I mean, I was married, like I said before, but I know right now in my state, I'm single. So I am talking from a standpoint of being single right now. I mean, I'm enjoying my life. Like you said, I mean, he's just raising like the bar, and I have these businesses, and I thank God, and someone has to be at my level. I got to be. I hate to say it like that, you know.
I mean, it is what it is. It's true. I mean, it's true. I mean, it is
not even a high level, because people are like, oh, she thinks she had no idea.
No. It just certain stuff. It's just certain stuff. I'm sorry. I don't have time for that. Yeah. I don't have time for all this hanging on the phone talking. I don't have time for that. I just don't.
And you have to get a person that's fine with that. There are some people, I'm not going to sit there and beg you. I'm not going to sit there and be I'm not a phone person. Why you ain't call me? We going to start that?
You think we going to start that? All right. Why I ain't call you? Because I'm calling somebody else about this $1 million check. I'm calling somebody else about this $1 million check. And you ain't the one that got it. So therefore, I need to call them. I'll talk to you later on this evening. Yeah. That's just being mean and rude right there. You don't be mean and rude to nobody. Yeah. But at the same time, you do have to definitely, I just got this. You have to date up. You date up. Don't date down.
And there's nothing wrong with the standard, ladies. There's nothing wrong.
That's right.
Exactly. And I'm going to throw this out here.
Don't date down.
No, I'm not. I'm going to throw this out here. Because when it comes to other non-black women, when they set the bar in standard, no one says anything.
That's right.
So when black women do it, all we go there. No. I didn't say I wanted a 6-figure man. That'd be nice. Yeah. But I'm talking about basic stuff that they're flunking.
I said prime example.
Just basic stuff. So
I said prime example. I was before I started dating Vernetta. Before I started dating Vernetta, I tried to date this young lady. This was several years, maybe about a year ago, maybe I believe. Something like that, but she was out of my league. Oh yeah, she was out of my league, and I knew it. I'm like, man, she fine. I was like, man, she fine. I'm not gonna call nobody name or anything like that. I probably put too much emphasis on that. When I get back to the restaurant, Vanetta probably gonna beat me down, like I done stole something. But she was out of my league though. And the thing about it is, I call myself trying to date up. I got way up. I was dating way up, and basically, like I said, she was out of my league. And when you dating somebody, know your lane, know your lane, and know what your lane is. Because in your mind, you might be wanting somebody that like you said, a 6-figure man or a 6-figure woman. And that's definitely what she was. But I said, but at the same time, can you give that person the same energy that they give you?
Exactly.
Are you gonna be tripping when it's time for them to go out of town and do X, Y, Z, or either whatever it is?
Yeah.
Or they got business meetings and you can't talk to them for 2 and 3 days at a time. Are you gonna be okay with that? Because sometimes it very well could be like that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, we have to learn how to, date on our level.
Yeah.
We have to learn how to date on our level, and we have to learn how to not to date too far up above our head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, like you said, if you desire to just be single, that's perfectly fine. That's between you and your God. It has nothing to do with nobody else.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand something. Some men, they understand standards. Some men understand values. Some women understand values. Some women understand, morals and all those things. Now, here's the thing: what I have found out is if a man or a woman, they really want you, they'll come where you are. They'll come where you are. They'll meet you where you are. They'll alter their life. They'll alter their morals. They'll alter their standards just to meet you where you are. If they really want you, now some ain't doing that.
Yep.
Chances are they don't really want you, and that ain't the one. Move on. Don't get mad. Don't get salty. Go on about your business.
And you know what? I want to say that to the single ladies, or men too, but especially the ladies. What he was saying, as far as if a man wants to, he's going to pursue you. You are not going to have to chase after him, and
You
he's
don't
going to
chase
come
no
where you
man.
are.
No.
Yeah. So I don't know why I need to say that, but
No.
women, single women, standards. There's nothing wrong with having standards. Not too high. I mean, but I mean, $1 million. I want to have $1 million, and you only making 20,000. Come on, let's be realistic.
It ain't gonna work.
But
It ain't gonna work.
but as far as like he was saying, because I just wanted just to say that for single women, men they hunt. They're gonna pursue. So if he's interested, you're not gonna have to worry about him calling. He's gonna call.
That's right.
Someone that's not interested, you're gonna do the calling.
That's right.
I'm not doing it. But I'm just saying, you're going to find yourself texting. So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. But what we're going to do in the meantime, because I'm looking at a lot of these nice comments
a lot
we
of
got.
these nice comments. I'm like, Kamisha said.
All right, Kamisha. So we are going to take some phone calls. If anyone like to call in, you can please call us in at 469-708-8609. Please call in if you want to make a comment about is it better to be single or is it better to be married, or if you want to talk about anything else, but we prefer you talk about the subject.
Yeah.
If you want to just come
Kamisha
in.
said, what about dating and being married? Hey, listen, I did that. Well, I ain't gonna say that now because I don't want.
What did you say?
She said, what about dating or being married unequally yoked?
Oh,
I said, yeah, and it's not. And here's the thing.
that'll probably be another topic that we can do.
That'll be another topic.
Another
that we
podcast.
Can do. I mean, go ahead. You want to take a stab at it? Go ahead.
Dating, as far as what? Dating multiple people or just dating in general?
Just dating in general, and if you're married, okay, let me say it like this. I believe this is what she's talking about.
Okay.
And if dating somebody that's you're on a certain path, or you're on a certain level, but this person right here is just content and fine with where they are.
Where they're at, and they're just dating, right?
Yeah.
I would leave them alone. To me, when you're, especially if you're a believer, if
She didn't stutter about that, did she? I'll leave them alone.
No, I mean, but so that's where your prayer life, that's where prayer comes in. I mean, gosh, I mean, if that one is really not that hard. I mean, if you're just dating someone and if you had a prayer life, I mean, God will steer you somewhere different. I don't know, but to me, I would not, because where is it going to go?
Exactly.
Like, where is it going to go?
Where is it going to go? So pretty much like in the first steps of dating, I would say, you lay that foundation out there, and you tell this person, hey, XY, hey, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, I'm looking for this, I'm looking.
And
for
if
that.
he's staring off or she in another direction, you need to choke up
I'm saying,
deuces
here
and you need to go.
Peace.
Like for real, because
for real, I can't do nothing with that.
You know
I'm
what?
sorry. I mean,
I'm gonna say like the old post do. Christ is going to return. Jesus is coming sooner than that. I mean, we keep saying that.
Yeah.
And my thing is timing is of the essence. When you're dating, like you said, you need to do stuff up front. I don't think a lot of people are having the conversations up front.
I don't think they are neither. They say they are.
They're not putting it out in the open, because once you start asking specific certain questions, you're gonna weed out.
It's like you gonna get
and
the
you're
answers
gonna be like,
that you need.
oh dang, I really like him. He fine, but
But
he gonna have to go.
For
The
real.
muscles,
I
but
like it. It look good.
he gonna have to go.
But you got a bad attitude, and you used to slap your wife. You got to go. You got muscles, you fine. You got nice hair, and you smell good. But you used to slap your ex-wife. You got to go. Okay.
Yes, we having a good time. Hello.
Hello.
How
Hello,
are you?
I am good, Regina and Gerald. Look, let me specify. This is Kamisha. How you guys?
Hi,
you doing?
Kamisha. How are you?
Let me be clear. So I believe that should be a part of the standards
Yes.
as far as being unequally yoked
Mm-hmm.
in dating and being married,
Yes.
because you're not going anywhere.
That's right.
Yes.
Because if you have a belief and that your partner does not have that same belief, then there's nothing y'all have in common.
At all. At all. At all. There's nothing y'all have in
So I
common
wanted
at
to
all.
make that very, very clear.
Okay.
Like, I believe in one thing, and then we talk about this subject, and then there's no conversation, or you don't have anything to say, then even it's kind of crazy when it comes to marriage, because now it's like, okay, what do I do now that I've been married and we're unequally
Exactly.
yoked?
You know what? And thank you so much for calling in. I think at that point, I believe that you should be seeking some counseling at that point. To me, you should be seeking some
Exactly.
counseling at that point, and then you can kind of take it from there. I mean, since you're already married, I really hate to say, well, just leave them, because you're already invested your time.
Exactly.
And then people can change. God can change,
Exactly.
people. So I think if you're already married and you're going in a different direction, I believe that there should be some type of counseling, Christian counseling.
Because I mean, you definitely have to, make sure that individual is walking the same walk, or either have the same beliefs. Because I mean, and if they don't, y'all gonna have some hard days.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have some hard times. Y'all gonna have
Rough
some
nights.
hard days, some rough nights, some sleepless nights, a whole bunch of pillow talk that ain't getting you nowhere. You know. So
Absolutely.
you got something else you want to say?
Mm-hmm.
No, I wanted to just kind of clear that up, because I know it's like, looking at that, I wanted to just make that,
Most definitely. Most definitely, because people need to know and understand.
Yeah.
When it comes to being unequally yoked, man, you can't be playing with that. No, especially when you trying to, walk a certain walk and do it and live a certain way. I'm like, no, man, you finna pull me back to the club. That's okay. No,
Oh, wow.
It doesn't, there's nothing wrong with having standards.
nothing
Yes.
wrong with it.
Thank you so much. I always say that. People think I be crazy when I say that, because like you said, there is nothing wrong with having standards at all. And I hate to make it a race thing, but it's not always a race thing. But I just noticed that when other non-black females do that, it's okay. Because the bar is already set in their community. You know what I'm saying? So, but when it comes to us, it's like, oh, she's a gold digger. Oh, she these, no. So yeah, yes, ma'am.
Most definitely.
I agree.
I appreciate y'all for taking my call. Be blessed.
All right, God
you
bless
too.
you. So I mean, it's just, and people play games with this. Just like you said, Regina. I mean, when you meeting these people, when y'all sitting down having y'all, queso and chips, while y'all, it just sounds good. I don't know why.
I know.
when y'all having y'all queso and chips, sitting down having y'all whatever it is y'all decide to drink, that's your business. Ask these questions.
Yeah.
You gotta. Do you have an attitude problem? Do you whoop your kids because they tied up their shoes the wrong way, or you got a bad attitude, or whatever it is? You gotta ask questions because that's how you gonna know. If you don't ask questions, you didn't ask just because that's why. Because
And
you
I
didn't ask.
and I believe if you have a prayer life, certain things that they won't say, God will show you.
Gotta show.
And you will discern it. You'll
You'll
discern if
exactly.
oh man, he used to lay hands on his wife. Oh yeah,
Not
she used
praying.
to hit her. Yeah.
Not praying.
Or oh yeah, she used to be
Yeah,
up on
for real.
her boyfriend, or abuser, or
Yeah.
or a cheater. Ooh,
Yeah, all that
all
type
that.
of stuff.
All that
So I
type of
mean, it's
stuff,
just
yeah.
you when it comes to dating, it's nothing wrong with dating. But if you're gonna be dating somebody, and I say deep down inside in your heart, you have to let that person up front know that I want to date with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dating. I don't mind dating, but I'm dating with a purpose because one day soon I would like to be married.
Okay.
And if we're gonna be dating, this is what I'm telling you. This is what I want. And if that's not something that you want, all right. Well, I mean, all right. Well,
Well, you'll know when you
You'll
say
know it.
dating with a purpose, because when
You-
you start
exactly.
going with a purpose and then eventually like to
oh,
get
what you
married.
mean? What you mean? You know what I mean.
Okay, so then that's not the one.
That ain't the
That's
person.
not the
That is
person.
not the person.
And
Even
you just moving
women
on.
as well.
Yeah.
When a man say that, sometimes men, they say it. By the way, the phone lines are
Yeah.
still open, y'all. Some men will say that, hey, listen, I want to date, but I want to date with a purpose.
Mhm.
And if that's all you look for somebody to just bounce up and down on you and make bacon with you and spoon with you all night, I ain't gonna be able to do that with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just not going to be able to do that with you. You got to be upfront with people if you decide you want to date somebody. You got to be
Mhm.
upfront and let them make that decision. And that's just how I've learned. Let them make that decision, and once they make that decision, all right, then you go from there. And if that's something you want to do, then you do it.
Yeah, I'm looking at Kamisha. Yeah, some have gotten comfortable with dating with benefits, and that's another thing
That's
too.
right. I got something to say about that too. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
dating with. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Again, just having that conversation. Because normally at some point it's going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
You can go on the first date, you may not get it out of them. If you go on the second or third date, you're gonna
gonna get it.
oh, okay, so he don't want to he don't want to date with a purpose. He just wants my body, or she wants my body.
Yeah.
Or we going to
Yeah, I
They
mean,
want you
it's
to give up the goods without no type
exactly,
of commitment.
exactly. No, you can't come to no candy store. No, you ain't getting no candy.
Yeah.
No, you keep your candy out of my cookie jar. No, candy out of my cookie jar. But I mean, and I've just learned to be upfront with people. Be upfront with people. Tell people the truth. And just let the chips fall where they may. And that's just, I mean,
And some people are actually fine with that. There are a lot of, I notice it is so many things. I'm like, Lord, what has gone, like, morally, like, you have more women that are actually compromising with the idea. I guess because they figure, oh, there's a ratio over so many men to women. So I may not get married, so let me be in this polyamorous relationship.
well, I ain't that
or,
smart because I don't know what they're talking about. I
or
don't know what that
or
means.
the third, the fourth, the fifth party.
No,
You heard
we
about
definitely
third
not doing
parties,
that.
right?
know?
Yeah. A guy tried to do that, and I was talking to him, and then something wasn't right. Then I found
Yeah.
out he was talking to somebody else. I left him alone, and he still had my phone number. He had her to call me, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You want to be
crazy.
a third part? What?
No, it don't work like
in
that.
your mess? Are you serious?
Yeah. And sometimes what I found out is on men and women side, sometimes their standards are too high, and that way that individual can't even reach the bar because and to back up, because they've been hurt so much.
Yeah.
They keep the standard up too high to the point to where can't nobody even reach it. And it's
Yeah.
like, and I get it. You done been hurt a lot. And because I've been hurt before. Everybody's been hurt, but at the same time, you got to allow me a chance and opportunity to get in, to get to know you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I said, if you don't want to do that, then you gonna possibility be single.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong for saying that, then I'm wrong. But in the meanwhile, you gotta give that individual a chance and opportunity to get to know you,
Yeah.
to spend some time with you, and to just to learn you.
Exactly.
And sometimes men don't want to do that. They want to
And I
rush,
was
rush,
gonna,
rush.
and I was gonna say that it's like it's too many multiple people dating multiple people, and then out of the multiple people that they're dating, they're sleeping with more than half of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how are you gonna get to know 15, 16 people? I hate to say it like that. How are you gonna get to
It
know
don't
at
work.
least one person when you sleeping with this person, that person? And
No.
I just like, Lord, that's why I'd rather be by myself.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to dating, everybody's different. There are some people that believe, and we're not always talking about sleeping. There's nothing wrong with going out with some people on multiple like dates with different people without sleeping with them. I know for me, I can't do that. That's too much. There's too many people that you trying to. There's too many spirits.
Yeah, for real. I'm like, man, I get tired. I'm like, man, I'm tired. I'm finna go home. I'm tired.
And then I be talking, and then I was thinking soul ties, but that's
Yeah.
another topic.
That's another topic.
You sleeping with somebody that slept with probably 2 or 3 other people,
Yeah.
and that DNA is still okay.
Yeah.
And you
that
sleep
DNA,
with them,
yeah.
and it's
Then
still in you.
exactly.
And,
So you might as well done slept with 3 or 4 people in the same bed at the same time.
and you
just
wonder,
nasty.
and you wonder why out of nowhere you getting these little vibes, or you getting paranoid, or you getting suicidal because you're already. That is another topic. That's called soul ties.
Yeah, that's soul ties.
Soul
There.
ties. I don't know where
You got some questions or something like that? We never did get to that.
What question?
You didn't have no questions?
No, just
Oh, okay. We just flowing. Okay.
no. We
all
just
right.
flowing.
right.
No, one may come though.
Well, it's a lot in this comment.
Well, you
Y'all
know
doing
what?
all
Okay, so with us being married, because we've been married before. One thing I can say is I enjoyed being married.
Of course. Nothing wrong with that.
Unfortunately, I know with mine some things came into play. And when you're threatening somebody to kill them and bodily and physical harm, I'm like, Lord, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what you put me in this marriage. So, unfortunately, but I do know. I don't know why I said that. I think I was saying that for somebody to hear that. Domestic violence. And it's not always somebody putting their hands on you. Emotional abuse is worse than somebody laying their hands on you. So we won't go there. That's another show. That's another show. But I know some married people right now that are not happy.
That are not happy
at all and wish they were single. So yes, the bottom line is for people to be married, but then again, not everybody is. And I hate to say marriage material. It's not.
Marriage is work.
It's work.
Marriage is work. It's a lot of hard work. That's one of the hardest jobs I've ever had in my entire life. It's a lot of hard work.
But should it be? It shouldn't be.
And it shouldn't be.
And that's why I always tell people, why are we struggling? Why is the struggle of why can't it just flow?
Why can't it just flow? Exactly, because chances are, let's back up what Kalimitra said. Because somewhere along the line, somebody's not gelling. Somebody's not yoked up with you like they supposed to or like they should. And let me see, how can I say this without being disrespectful? Because I definitely don't want to put nobody on blast or anything like that.
You talking about being equally yoked?
Being unequally yoked, because I was married for 13 years. And a key word was married for 13 years. And now I'm divorced. But, it got to a point in place where I had to start telling myself the truth about me. And not worrying about what others thought about it. Not worrying about what she thought about it. But I had to learn how to tell myself the truth. Man, you're not happy. You're not even content with yourself. Man, for years you haven't been happy.
Wow.
You haven't been happy for years. Then I had to ask myself, what you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I deserve to be happy.
Yeah.
You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. So with that being said, that's why, you got to keep it real with yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't keep it real with nobody else, you keep it real with yourself, because you kick it with you all day long. You. And I mean, it's, again, you got to tell yourself the truth. You know, why you gonna lie to yourself?
Yeah.
You know.
And it isn't always spiritual, because equally yoked is not only spiritually, it could be just the same likes, us going to the park, our being like-minded, us going to the movies or liking the
Exactly.
same thing, because people always think it's just spiritual things, but it's also natural things.
It's
like
also natural
going to the
things.
movies or going out on date night,
Of course.
stuff like that.
To the
And
movies and going
yeah.
to just Dave and Buster's and playing games.
Yeah.
Just going to eat pizza. And I mean, truth be told, I mean, me and you, we not spiritual all the time.
Yeah.
We preachers, but we just not spiritual all the time. Because
yeah.
I won't let my hair down.
There has to be a balance.
I just want to let
There
my
gotta be a
hair down
balance.
and just relax
Yeah.
sometime and just be me. Even
We
though I
ain't
got
talking about
no
going
hair.
bug wild, y'all, because I know some of y'all, I don't know why I just,
No.
when we say let our hair down, not bug wild,
I
we
just
talking
wanna
about
chill,
still in
man.
the realm of being a believer.
I just want to chill and just relax, man, and just be normal sometimes. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I live and I do things within my means
Mm-hmm.
to the point to where I do what I like. I
Yeah.
do the things that I like to do, but it's So go ahead.
No, the lines are still open. If you still would like to call in, 469-708-8609. If you would like to say something about what we're talking about, or if you want to throw something else in the
You got
different.
a question for me or a question for
Yes.
Regina? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now's the time. You can ask. Definitely not begging nobody to call in. If you don't want to, that's fine. But let's see. This is the first time we never got caught with it sounded like crickets.
No, you know what? I just going back into the just being married, it being hard work, because I just seeing too many people that are married but they're not happy and they're stuck.
Exactly, you're stuck.
And it's like she said, what do you do? And that's why I was like, I to me, when it gets to that point, you should go to marriage counseling. But it's just too many people. And then we have people that are married that act single. We won't even go there. I don't know.
But you act single.
I'm gonna take my glasses off. Exactly. I'm gonna take my glasses off. I don't know how many married men be coming into my DM, because when people come into my DM, especially if it looks suspicious, I'll go on their profile and I'll see somebody else with the same last name, and I'm like, is that
Really?
life? Like, did he
Exactly.
just do that?
Yeah. People people do
play
me
a
the same
lot
way,
of
and I'm
games,
like,
yeah.
dude, y'all play too much, man.
Like,
Quit
I'm not a
playing-
side chick.
quit
Devil
playing
is a
with me.
liar. Yeah.
And I mean, it's just it's one thing to like I was saying a few minutes ago.
How
Like
you
were
married
saying.
if you're gonna be playing games like that?
Exactly. It's one thing, like you said, if you want to date somebody, nothing wrong with dating. But if you're going to be dating, date with a purpose. Date with a purpose, and not only that, tell people the truth. Tell people the truth about everything, especially if you want to see if this person want to put up with you or not.
Yeah.
Because I mean, some people don't want to put up with you, and some you don't want to put up with them.
Oh, I didn't know. He didn't tell me he snored. She didn't
Exactly.
tell me she snored like a hog.
Exactly. He ain't told me his breath stank. Well,
Or
if
he
you
didn't cut his toenails. Looking
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
I'm
He
serious. Stuff that I hear
exactly.
all
I
the
mean,
time.
some women, they got a problem with men being a mechanic because his hands is dirty all the time. Some women, they have a preference.
Yeah.
Men with dirty hands, men with too many clothes, too many shoes. I'm probably one of them men, too many clothes and too many shoes.
You
I'm
can
sorry.
open up a store.
I probably go open up a store. I need my own bedroom. A bedroom just by myself, and having them clothes and shoes, I done worn 1 or 2 times, and that's it.
That's it.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's you just gotta learn how to be upfront with people. Tell people, I'm goofy, or tell people if you have a sickness or a disease or something like that. If you got a sickness or a disease, or if you suicidal, tell people.
Yeah.
I'm suicidal. I struggle with depression. I struggle with abandonment. I struggle with pride. You just gotta just tell people the truth.
Maybe the second or third date. Don't
Exactly.
don't
Don't hit
abort
it all at once.
Don't hit them all at
He's
once
like,
on the first.
okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and
Gradually.
and you'll never see him again. I'm telling you, he gonna get
Gradually.
up. He or she is gonna get up and go to the bathroom, and they're gonna walk right out the other door, and you ain't gonna never see them again. If y'all roll together, they gonna catch your Uber on you. But I mean, you just definitely wanna take your time with certain things. And I mean, and that comes with, like we said, dating.
Yes.
When you date, that's exactly what you do. You date that person. You get to know that person. Get to know them and allow them to get to know you. And if you got them opening themselves up, you got to do the same thing.
Exactly.
You got to open up to open up yourself too, and you got to let them know certain things about you too that maybe some people just really don't know, especially when you want to, get to know a person. So what time is it? What time?
No, I'm looking at the time because what we're going to do right now, we're going to pause for a minute and we are going to go over our business promos in the community.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay, so the first one we're going to do is Trinity Writing and Publishing.
Yes.
Yes. Write yourself out of depression, low self-esteem, and poverty. The call to conquer. Have you toyed with the idea of somebody telling your story, writing a fictional book, or sharing your expert knowledge? One-on-one coaching is available to get your story told with Minister Gina Cade. She is the CEO and owner of Trinity Publishing.
Trying that girl bad, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm
she
telling you,
bad.
she
Trinity
bad.
Writing and Publishing. And she can be reached at 972-921-8164. You can go on
She's sweet as pie. Sweet as pie.
You can go on Facebook and you can type in Trinity Publishing, Trinity Writing and Publishing. And then also you can email her on trinitypublishingco@gmail.com. I am actually in the process of releasing a book soon called A Father's Love, and she is actually my coach, and I'm going through them. And when I tell you, it's been awesome and a joy to work with her. She is awesome woman of God. So Trinity Writing and Publishing. The next one is King G Designs by yours truly. Woo-hoo! Gerald. You can go on www.kinggdesigns.com, or you can go on Instagram, King G Designs with a Z 76, and then you can type in Facebook, King G Designs, and it's for yours truly. And if you have any questions, just DM him. Okay?
Just like that.
All right. The next one is Glamorous Lash Boutique. Woohoo! Yours truly, specializing in lash strips, lash application, disposable eyelash brushes, lash separator, and then lash glue. We're going to have more. You can reach me because I am the owner of that. It's going to be strictly online, 469-698-6773. You can email me at glamourouslashesboutique@gmail.com. There you go. The flyer was done by, I just want to put a little shameless plug, by Gerald. That was a flyer. He does flyers, y'all. Now he gonna kill me.
No, you good.
And last but not least, we're gonna have it Burgerlicious, and we're gonna let Gerald take that over.
Yeah. So like Miss Regina said, we got Burgerlicious. Listen, we do these ads for these for the black businesses or just businesses, period. But I want to say one thing, and then I'm going to get off into what we got going on and what we're getting ready to have. If you are out there and if you have a business or if you have a brand or if you have a ministry, you have something that you need more exposure with. You need more exposure. You need an opportunity to just speak your piece. You need this opportunity to speak your part, whatever your part is. So. But the thing about it is, when you try to reach out to people and try to tell them, hey, we have XYZ, they think we finna charge them for it. No, this is free. This is free. This is something to help you.
Yes.
So so again, y'all inbox us if y'all you got a flyer, you got a product, and you want to try to run a commercial ad on our show, or a possibility you would like to be one of the guests on the show.
So, exactly.
You would like to partner us with that. We will be more than likely to have you. So what I was saying about Burgerlicious, tomorrow we're getting ready to have a watch party tomorrow. tomorrow we're going to have a watch party tomorrow. If you see that flyer, that producer is showing. Okay, we're going to have wings and burger specials. All right,
Spicy wings.
maybe,
Okay.
maybe
Parmesan
maybe.
wings.
That without a doubt.
Okay.
That without a doubt. Parmesan wings and
Yeah.
honey barbecue wings, and we're gonna have at least. I think at least I'm not for sure. I think at least 10 different flavors
Okay.
of
Oh, that's
wings.
good.
And I said
That's
the
what's up.
game tomorrow. If I'm not, that's what it
No
starts
Giants?
at
Okay.
3:25. It starts at 3:25, and Cowboys they're playing the Cincinnati
Bengals.
Bengals tomorrow.
Mm.
So hopefully we plan on the Cowboys getting a W. So tomorrow we're gonna have wing specials, and they're gonna be 99 cents. 99 cents wings. I don't know where you getting that at. It's gonna be 99 cents wings, and it's gonna be BYOB. So that means you can bring your own cooler, you can bring your own bottle. Now you can't bring no keg.
Bring your own body. Bring your own body.
Yeah, bring your own. You can bring your own body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I said,
Yeah.
most of all, we're gonna have the TVs going, and we're gonna have a lot of fun, y'all. And we're gonna have some burger specials as well. We haven't quite figured out the burger specials that we're gonna have, but we're gonna have some specials as well. So with that being said, like I said, y'all come hang out at Burgerlicious, and it is BYOB, and we're gonna have 99 cents wings. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah. We're doing pretty good time in 327.
Yeah. Kamisha said we're gonna have lemon pepper. Yeah, we're gonna have lemon pepper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna lemon pepper. Oh yeah, most definitely. We're definitely gonna have lemon pepper. Definitely gonna have lemon pepper. I said and also on Sundays we do close at 7:00. We do close at 7:00 from 11 to 7 on Sundays. Now any other day of the week from Tuesday through Saturday it's 11 to 9. So you got all the way up until 9 o'clock tonight to come get you a good old burger, good fat juicy homemade burger. And I say it is still BYOB.
Mm-hmm.
We don't drink, but we let you do what you want to do.
Okay.
And I guess that's it.
Yeah,
producer.
we had a pretty good topic today. I'm proud.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
We were just winging it, so
Mhm.
we always just go
we
with the flow.
We always just kind of go
We
with
just
the
go
flow.
with the flow.
But again, like I said, y'all, if y'all got a subject or a topic, or maybe you got a product that you would like, for me to build you a flyer or something like that, and you want to run an ad on our podcast show, by all means necessary, y'all hit one of us up, because at the end of the day, we just trying to help somebody tell somebody about somebody
for free, because
For free.
some
This
places
is free.
charge.
Some
so,
people
yeah,
charge,
we-
and I mean, I'm like,
not yet, but
this ain't nothing. I mean, it's nothing. So, y'all hit one of us up.
yes.
In the meanwhile, peace.
Peace.